Okay, yeah, this is another video again. This is about your coloring. So I've drawn this drawing. I just like to show you how to color your art. I scanned this drawing so you can, I color it on drawings. I'm using IBS Paint, so you can use that. So, well, anyway, so let's draw. So let's color this drawing, shall we? So I trace around the drawing, putting a line art around it. That's tracing around the outer edge of the drawing, and this just allows me to just add my colors very easily. And yeah, so after tracing this drawing with rather more cleaner lines, this actually gave me more opportunity to use the drawings very specifically in a particular manner. So I had to put a shade, and I make sure it's not black and it's not white. I think it's like mid gray. So and that kind of like makes it easier for me to just add shade, add different kinds of values, adding my values, and this actually allows me to do a lot of things. So yeah, so yes, I forgot to ask you guys to subscribe. Please subscribe. I think if you watch my other videos, I want you to watch my other videos, please. So if you could just help us subscribe, I will really appreciate it. So anyway, let's get back to the video. So after adding my values, I decided that okay, I think I'm done. I guess I make sure I keep adding values now. Add color, different hues. Yeah. So I guess that's that about that. So I think that should be just about right. Let's see. Yeah. So I think we could just look at that and add a color to the shirt and the concept. Well, the concept about drawing is, well, it's just about allowing you to understand values. Before I started coloring, I started to I mean, coloring was confusing for me. It was confusing. I had this like insane headache, when it came to coloring, because I just didn't know like where are the colors and how do I put the colors, and it was all over the place, the shadows and all that stuff. And I think one of the things is just practice and practice and practice and practice, and I think that's one of the things that you guys can do to help yourselves on this concept. So yeah, so I think that that's one of the things you can do, and that really helps a lot. So yeah, so I think and also coloring can be a little messy at first. I mean, the first coloring you're gonna do is not gonna do be good. Like for example, every time I work at my coloring, I always get better. I always get cleaner, much more cleaner drawings. I always get better at my work. I always get it. So I think it's much about practice and keep on going, and don't give don't give up. You know, about anything. Okay, don't give up about anything. All right, just I don't want to say anything weird on YouTube. So yeah, that kind of stuff. So don't give up whatever it is about on YouTube. So just get a paper, draw. You can use a normal pen, and or you can use a software and get used to it. This is just my advice. This is more like a coaching video rather than how to color. So I have other videos on how to color, but this is not really like a step by step kind of thing. This is more like just my advice on coloring. So I think you kind of get that. And yeah, so I could have left it this way, and working something like, but I just thought, I just had like a background and some other things like colors and concepts and all that kind of stuff. So let's just see where that goes, and and that is going to be, like really, really, big idea. So that's a big idea. So let's see. We just had. I'm thinking of adding backgrounds. I think the background works with this, and okay, and let me see. I think some details on the hair. Add some details to the hair. Okay, let's put the main opaque shadow. I used to do this a lot. This opaque shadow thing. It just kind of makes my drawing look more cooler. and create more contrast. I don't know, I guess myself stuff, right? So anyway, let's add a texture behind the drawing. Okay, it doesn't look like it's part of the background yet, but it's just a quick background, right? Just something very quick. It's not something really like classy or cool or anything like that. So, and let's see what we are going to do. Let's just add some shadows first of all. Okay, let's add some shadows. No, black is good for shadows, and let's add some shadows. Uh, and details to the hair. Right. So I think some kind of lighting. The shadows are also a form of light, just a darker light. So people see shadows like it's black, so and white light is white. No, shadow is a form of darker shade of light. It's relative to light. So don't say, oh, it's a shadow, so it's black. Sometimes it can be bluish shadow. Sometimes it can be greenish shadow. Depends. So that's that about that. So shadow is more like a bounce. Bounce light is not intense. So I guess that's the thing about shadow. So anyway, I'm all over the place here. I'm just all over the place. So thank you very much, and please subscribe. I don't leave this video without subscribing. Please, if you make it to the end of the video, please subscribe. Don't leave this video without subscribing. Please, please, please. Don't leave this video without subscribing. So please, don't leave this video without subscribing, okay? Alright, so that's gonna help me and I'm gonna make